Thinking about retiring to the great state of South Dakota? Let's find out how South Dakota taxes retirees. And a little bird is telling me that South Dakota is quite friendly. So if South Dakota is on your mind, stay tuned to learn more. Thanks again for coming to the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends. This is the place you come to learn about retirement planning, taxes, each and every state, how they tax retirees, how to benefit, maximize your Social Security, reduce your taxes, get your financial planning squared away, estate planning. If it's financial planning related, you're going to find it right here. So if you like what we're talking about here at Heritage Wealth Planning, subscribe below at the little red button, very inconspicuous down there. Hit subscribe and then hit notification, that bell that says be notified of future content. Do about 5 videos a week, and you want to keep up to date. Lots happening in the world of financial planning. So let's dive right into the great state of South Dakota, my friends. My understanding is it's quite favorable. And as we start with Kiplinger's, we see South Dakota's got a dark green, which means that it's most tax friendly. It's in the top quintile for tax friendliness. So let's find out why that's the case. On top of one of Kiplinger's top 10 most tax-friendly states for retirees, the Mount Rushmore state offers friendly tax environment for retirees, no state income tax. So all retirement income is tax-free. Sales tax are relatively low, although they do cover a broad scope of services, and the state has several property tax relief programs. The sales tax is 4.5% on the state, and the locality is going to add another 4.5%, which is pretty high, but on average 6.39 says a tax foundation, which is actually quite low. Many services are taxed, as is food. No income tax, so none of this stuff, pensions, Social Security, is all tax-free. The median property tax in South Dakota is $138,000 with a median property tax bill of $1,800. So that's about 1.5 roughly or so. That's not low, that's for sure. But let's see what kind of homestead exemptions they have. A tax freeze or a municipal property tax reduction is available for seniors 65 and older. To qualify for the assessment, you must meet income requirements and resided in a single-family dwelling for at least 200 days of the last year. Unmarried surviving spouses may qualify for a freeze or reduction. Income is limited to $27,000 for individuals and $33,000 for multi-member households. The value of the home must be less than $183,000. So a lot going on there. That is, I mean, at the end of the day, having income, and I'm presuming it's adjusted gross income at $33,000 for married family jointly is not. That's not hard to have that income above that for sure. So. Single homeowners 66 who earn $10,000 or less can get a property tax refund. Multi-person households headed by someone 66 or older, where the combined income is $13,000 or less, are also eligible. And it's not going to work. Okay, here we go. Property homestead tax exemption for homeowners 70 and older. It delays payment of property tax until the property is sold. Taxes are a lien on the property, which includes up to 1 acre. It must be paid along with a 4% interest rate before the property can be transferred. For single person annual income. Okay, so basically there's just no property tax exemptions. So there's just not. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff here, but the people who are watching this YouTube video most likely are not going to qualify. All right, so that's too bad. Let's see, no inheritance tax. They do charge a 4% excise tax on a vehicle, but at least not an annual maintenance fee there, or an annual fee they don't charge. That's good. No inheritance or estate tax. So no income tax is good. Moderately low sales tax is good. The property taxes see a little bit on the high end, which says the state and local tax burden is 7.1. So number 2 in the nation in terms of tax friendliness. That's good. Tax Freedom Day ranks number 3. April 8th is fantastic. So from an income perspective, South Dakota is quite friendly for sure. Sales tax ranks, in the bottom, lower than the bottom half, that's for sure. At 6.4 all in. So when you don't have an income tax, 6.4 rank 31 is actually quite favorable. They tax it pretty good in the middle on gas and on cigarettes. So just keep that in mind. And property taxes are pretty high. The percentage is in the top 20 in South Dakota. Again, not much in terms of property homestead exemptions. So basically that's what you're paying, 1.21. And the total dollars that you're paying in property tax. It puts South Dakota on the lower half, but not by much, simply because the value of the average property in South Dakota is quite lower than the typical state that's out there. So all in all, relatively favorable in that regard for sure. Kiplinger's, in a video I saw yesterday, they said South Dakota was the most favorable for retirees, and I don't get that. That's not horrific. 6.4, again, well beyond the bottom half. But that property tax is pretty high, and it's nice to not have income taxes. But you can find other states that have, even if they have an income tax, we're not paying any income tax with lower sales and or lower property taxes. So South Dakota is favorable. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not. Just at the end of the day, I'm not sure why Kiplingers would say it's the best state for retirees. All right, so I guess we go to smartasset.com. They're saying it's the best too, just because there's no state income tax. So we don't even have to run any numbers here because there is no income tax. And so because of that, look, I mean, $100,000 South Dakota is, you don't pay anything. So if you had a $1,000 home and you're paying, what was it? 1.21 on three. That's $3,600 in property taxes, and your sales tax. Your average person is paying 6.4 in sales tax. So I guess right there, about $1,500. So you're paying $3,000 or so in property, another $1,500 in sales, $4,500 of tax on $100,000 income. That's pretty favorable. Not gonna lie for sure. So there you go. It's a quick and easy one in South Dakota. The income is a big one. They don't have an income tax. Again, sales taxes on the moderately low end, property taxes on the moderately high end. On all, a great place for retirees. Just no two ways around that. Again, if you like what you hear here, give me a thumbs up, please, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Again, the notification bell, hit the notification bell to be notified of future content. And as always, I do request you comment. I don't have boots on the ground. I do not know explicitly what residents in South Dakota or any other states are going through other than my own experience and the clients I deal with. And I don't have any clients right now in South Dakota. So if you have experience and you want to share with the YouTube world, please put them in the comments. It'd be interesting to hear what your take is on the great state of South Dakota. All right, guys. And of course, as always, heritagewealthplanning.com, heritagewealthplanning.com. You go there for the blog, the videos, and the podcast. We'll see you next time on the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.